Hello all, it's John the Lab Freezer Guru, and today I've actually got a situation that I just wanted to walk you through of a friend I helped who worked at a government lab, and she was actually in the crisis of switching over freezers. And so she actually used the old chest freezers, the old ones by New Brunswick, which are really an efficient way to store your samples because there's no shelves which actually take up space. Sometimes there are obstructions in these, mind you, but usually it is just, one big space to put all of your samples in, and then they would go in there in tower racks, which you would also see in liquid nitrogen freezers. So just big tall towers basically, and they stack on top of each other as well sometimes, which makes them lighter. So the situation was, in these tower racks you would get these little trays, they're called Bijoux trays. You should put nice little dividers inside these and you store universal containers in them. The issue was you can't really put these in -80s, because upright racking you get everywhere is normally designed to hold cryoboxes, which are 130mm wide usually, as opposed to 170. It's actually wider in the racks, and you can't put the tower racks in a -80 because that'd just be phenomenally just difficult and hard to find one that's at the back. So I actually went and made her bespoke racks wide enough to fit these in the tray, like so, and then you're going to get 12 of them in one rack. And this is then fitting in the freezer. Of course, as you'll notice, there is actually quite a little bit of space left over, but that's just because these freezers, the upright ones, 99% of the time is storing 2-inch cryoboxes, whereas this now is storing something that's 170mm wide as opposed to 130mm wide. There is a bit of leftover space, but what I will be looking into next is maybe a rack which is actually the full width and actually has a tray the full width. Does that work? That'll be something just to look into. Certainly interesting. And just to confirm, storage capacity on this is 240 of the trays, as compared to the New Brunswick freezer, the C660, which was 288 trays. However, if it is wanted, we can actually increase the storage capacity here by larger racks in the bottom. We'll be able to get it up to that 288 mark anyway. So in many ways, you could say this is the better freezer, the Eppendorf F740 5-compartment freezer. So yeah, if you have friends out there or colleagues who may want freezers, they're changing freezers and actually they need a bit of help, a bit of crisis maybe they've got on their hands, they want some advice when they're switching over their storage racks, feel free to pass them on to me. I'd be more than happy to help. Thanks for listening. That's John, the Lab Freezer Guru.